Hello YouTube. In today's video, my original intention was to work on all three of my 40-gallon planted aquariums, but as you'll see, things don't quite go as planned, and if you want to find out why, you'll have to stay tuned. So here is the first 40-gallon planted aquarium that we're going to take a look at. And as you can see, I've got diatom algae pretty much everywhere. Now, except for here, here's some blackbeard algae, but not so worried about that. A lot of people ask me all the time, they have brown algae, it's on their plants, it's on their hardscape, and how do they get rid of it? Well, basically, this is how you get it. And there's zero water flow in this tank at all. I mean, there's a sponge filter there and a sponge filter over there, but you can see like the plants aren't moving, there's no flow. Now the other thing is, this tank is extremely overstocked, I feel. So we got 25 pretty good sized bleeding heart tetras. We have over 20 panda cories in here, believe it or not. They're everywhere. As well as these monster corydoras back here. There's a small school of those, 6 of them I believe. There's plecos in here. There's gold-faced German blue ram. So there's just a lot of fish in here. Bloodfin tetras going crazy there. And that plus no water flow plus no type of actual mechanical filtration is going to equal diatom algae. And you can see these plants are really struggling. They're trying to outgrow it, but I've just been neglecting it like always. So that's what we're going to work on. I'm going to start with a water change, get these bleeding heart tetras out of here and over into the 125 gallon. So we're definitely going to be putting this FX6 to the test, I feel. Yeah, I did just take out a bunch of cichlids, but we're adding in 25 bleeding heart tetras. And the plants are doing good. They are growing. You can see this one's about double the size from when I posted the video last week, so that one's really taken off. But that's pretty much the only fast-growing plant I have right now, except for these the willow hydro that's being uprooted constantly. But you know, so I'm gonna start on that water change. Enough babbling, and yeah, gonna get to work. All right, so I got the water pump in there, and I ran into some really bad news. And let me see if I can find him. There he is. This guy here, going in the back. Of course, it's focusing on all the diatom algae. Anyways, I don't know if you saw him, but he was tore up. So pretty much puts the kibosh on moving anything into the rainbow tank. This now becomes a hospital tank, and I have to treat everyone in here, which is alright because I did just get a new shipment of meds in a couple weeks ago. I wish I could find him. Oh, there he is right there. Where'd he go? Right. Stop hiding. There he is. Yeah, see this guy? Yeah, there's no way I can move any fish after seeing a fish like this. Now, I generally won't remove the fish because if this is some sort of infection, it may have spread. I'm not sure what it is, so I just treat the entire tank, and I pay a lot more in meds because of it, but it's worth the peace of mind to me to make sure that all the other fish will still be safe. So if I can catch them, I will remove them, but I'm still going to treat the entire tank. Like I said, it just gives me that peace of mind. And now also, I'm going to have to sterilize the water pump afterwards, which means I won't be able to work on my other tanks. So, there you go, buddy. You ruined my whole day. But that's alright. We're going to try to get it fixed up, little fella. So I will show an update on the dirted tank. If I can sit down here. They're finally starting to adjust and take off. This guy here, these are about twice the size of the last time I showed them. This is the, oh man, I'm terrible with names. That is the torpedo, which is not doing well. So I'll probably take that out and put it in my higher tech tank. I was hoping it would adjust, but it's just not coming back. However, these ones over here, I do have some algae in there, but they're really taking off, so that's nice. The little foreground plant here that I don't remember the name of, I'll have to go back and watch the video. Maybe I'll link that here, and we can check out the names. But it's starting to finally spread. Got some little runners. Here's one. Won't be able to focus on it, but there we go. So pretty happy about that. We got the little golden dwarf cichlid male guarding the PVC cave over there, but all the fish in here seem happy and healthy. Let's see if we can find some plecos. There's the Sultan Pleco L264, which is a top 3 pleco for me. What else? Should see some green phantom plecos around here. Back in the corner there he is. Another beautiful pleco. Got the stir-by-cory back there, hanging out with them. So everything's doing pretty good here, except for the torpedo, the Lugwidia species torpedo. Like I said, I'll take that out. So I'm pretty happy with the progress of this tank. I won't be able to do a water change. You can see it needs it. I got algae over there, some algae in here. So, you know, ooh, hey buddy. Got a nice shot of another Sultan Pleco there. Oh, this one's a pretty big one too. So that's pretty neat. Oh, where are you going? Can't make up his mind. Oh, the L1 or the L91 over here. That's pretty neat. But anyways, yeah, back to the tank. I'm pretty happy. Probably in another month these plants are really going to start taking off. That's kind of my guess, so we'll see, hopefully. Now he's over here. Jeez. Ooh, there might be 2 of them in there. Maybe, I don't know. Freaking spazoid. Oh, there was 2 of them in there. Wonder if he's trying to get her over to a different tube. Who knows? It'd be nice to see them spawn though. Anyways, I can come over here. I can and will at least get a water change done on this tank. This tank being higher, I can use my Python on it. And I've upped the fertilizer in here quite a bit. So my old lighting, when I had 3 Phoenix lights on here, I fertilized every other day. I cut back to the 1 light and then went back to twice a week. But recently I went back to every other day and everything seems to be happier now. The Lobelia, I think that's how you pronounce it, back here in the corner is really looking good. The Bacopa Monterey, whatever, over here. There's a bunch of it in the back corner up here, all the way to the top. And of course the Bucephalandria on the piece of wood there, still doing great. So I'll get the Python in here and do a very slow water change, unfortunately. Alright, so I got my Python in here, and I absolutely hate doing water changes like this. It takes so long. Ugh. I always like the top-down view though, pretty fun. Let's see, can we see any of the Apistos? There's the female. Everyone loves Apistos, right? Oh, here comes a male right in front. Well, there you go. So the Apistos are still doing well. I still have this derpy Pristilla Tetra. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that this little fella's been derpy for about 6 months. But he seems happy as a clam. I don't know how happy that is, but I heard clams are pretty happy. Still no breeding action that I have seen. It's very jungle-like in this tank, so they could be spawning and I don't even know. There's 3 males, I believe, to the 1 female. The only hide I have is down here in all this algae that I should probably pull out. Nice big clump of it down there. Come on, there we go, a little bit back here too. But I have a little clay pot with a hole in there. They probably can't even find it because there's so much plant activity here. Uh-oh. Did I lose one of these snails? Well, I think I can see them in there. Hopefully not. I honestly forgot those were in there. Siamese algae eater in there, so yeah, this just takes so long. And also, it means that I can't fill this tank back up. I think I'm gonna have to get a second water pump for when one goes out of commission. due to illness or whatever. Can we find them? You can see I did a big water change. I don't really see any other fish affected, which is the good news. But I'm still going to treat the entire tank. So if you're wondering how I disinfect my water pump, all I do is put it in a 5-gallon bucket. I put the other end in a 5-gallon bucket, fill it with hydrogen peroxide, and let it run for hours. Unless I need it for something. Generally, I won't risk it. I'll let it run for hours and hours. Alright, and the part that I don't want to talk about, but I gotta, is my Teleogramma burchardi. Unfortunately, as you saw, I treated this tank about a week ago. I did lose 2 of them. The good news is the 2 that are remaining is the nice big male here and then a female over here. And they appear to be healthy and happy and active. I'm doing a water change, so they're hiding right now. So at least I ended up with a pair. They're supposed to be somewhat easy to breed, so we'll see how that is. Oh, should probably stabilize the camera for everyone. But unfortunately, I did lose 2. However, at this point, if these continue to do well, I will be somewhat happy. Just a little bit sad about that, though. As you can see, I've got a lot of food in here, so I need to get back to graveling that out and just keeping this really nice and clean for them. Alright, so as you can see, we got the jungle tank refilled here, we got the Teleogramma burchardi tank, the hospital tank over there, quarantine tank, whatever you want to call it, that one's filled up. And now we're going over here, slower hopefully, and now we're filling up this tank here. Now this isn't rocket surgery, but there is some strategery on how I do this when I have an infected tank like this. This is the first time that this hose has touched the tank, so I drained it with the water pump, and the water pump never touched another tank. Then I used the hose to empty and fill the jungle tank, and then I used it to empty and fill the quarantine tank. And since I'm going from the quarantine tank to this tank, now this will not touch another tank until I get it clean. So yeah, I do have to kind of spend a few seconds thinking that out just to make sure I don't cross-contaminate anything, which is always a good idea, I feel. Now, to tackle the problem that we originally started with, the diatom algae. Just some water flow, some mechanical filtration should help with that. And what I've added is a little aqua clear on the end over here. Just for mechanical filtration. We got the batting in there, and I don't know if it's going to be large enough, but I don't want to hang a bigger hang-on back filter on the front of this tank because I want to be able to see it. So hopefully this will do it. It's obviously not designed for a tank this size, but you know, I'm strictly wanting mechanical filtration, so hopefully over time it will get all this debris out of the water. So, I don't know, we'll see. Everything's kind of schooling around right now, freaking out. All the panda quarries have kind of come together, so that's pretty cool. Last check, there was still about 22, 23 panda quarries in here. Oops, guess I should actually look at them. They have gotten a little bit bigger, but they came in extremely small. Nothing like the Corydorus pulcher, which are the huge ones. So this is getting close to the top, so I got to put the camera down so I don't overflow. So yeah, I'll check back in just a second. Alright, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up. I am kind of far away from the camera, but I will be dosing now. I have my X, and let's see, I forgot how much of this I'm supposed to use. Directions for use: 1 teaspoonful to treat 10 gallons. Alright. So that's going to be 4 of these bad boys. And 4. There we got the Ikex. Next we got the General Cure. This one I know is 1 scoop for 20 gallons. So we'll just put a couple scoops in there. Come on, there we go. Got that in there. I already added my dechlorinator, which is this here. the Premier, which I showed a couple weeks ago. I'm trying in my planted tanks. I do want to get some fertilizer in there, which I have here. It's just the Aquarium Co-op Easy Green. These are all pretty low light plants, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't get much easier than that. And now we just have to wait. Alright, so I just want to check how much flow we're getting out of this filter. Getting pretty decent flow out of here. Already caught a lot of debris. See if we can see. Of course, now we're just going to get a bunch of general cure in the water. Where is that sickly fella? I'm doing all this for you, buddy. At least you can come out on the camera. I don't know. He's in here somewhere. Maybe. Always got to check the ground, make sure I didn't have any bloodfin tetras jumping out, which is what they love to do. What's this? Okay, just a piece of paper. So it looks like we're good on that aspect. But hopefully this will be enough flow. You can definitely see all the debris floating around, moving around, so we'll see. If this doesn't work, I will have to put an actual bigger hang on the front filter on here, but I really don't want to. Alright YouTube, so that's it. I really can't do anything else in the fish room because I'm not going to risk any sort of spreading whatever that was to any of my other tanks. So pretty much brings this video to a standstill. I hope you enjoyed it even though it didn't go as planned. I will have an update on all the fish that we looked at today on my little Monday fish room update. And then you know, we also have the live stream on Monday too. And don't forget, we got a video coming out on Saturday as well. And that's gonna do it. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see everyone this weekend or Monday.